Responsive web design relies on media queries to style pages differently on mobile phones, tablets and desktops. Let's take a look at what media queries are and how they work. Media queries control the delivery of CSS style rules based on a device's features, such as width, orientation, resolution, or any combination of such features. They're an extension of the media attribute, which allows you to target style rules at different types of device, such as targeting printers by including this when attaching a style sheet. Media queries can be used to control an entire style sheet or just part of it. Queries are based on testing one or more features. These are the most common. When testing a feature, the media query usually expects a value. For example, when targeting styles at a mobile phone, you might specify the width as being 320 pixels or 480 pixels. A test for orientation uses the keywords portrait and landscape. Resolution can be expressed as dots per inch, dots per centimeter, or dots per pixel. Most of the features can be prefixed by min or max, so you can test for a minimum width using min width or a maximum height using max height. When creating media queries for desktop browsers, the distinction between width and device width is clear. Width refers to the size of the browser viewport, and device width is the width of the monitor. With mobile devices, the browser fills the entire screen, so it's reasonable to assume that width and device width mean the same. Unfortunately, no. Mobile devices have what's known as a virtual viewport. In the case of many Android phones and the iPhone, it's 980 pixels wide. So when you view a web page, it's normally scaled to fit the screen, making text difficult to read and buttons difficult to tap. To deal with this problem, enter the viewport meta tag. Putting this tag in the head of each web page tells mobile devices to treat width and device width as being equal. This ensures that your media queries work and the styles for mobile devices are applied as intended. You can use media queries to attach device-specific style sheets. In this example, the media query is in the link tag, and it targets screens that are no wider than 480 pixels. This is a media query used with @import. It targets screens that are between 481 and 768 pixels wide. Multiple conditions are joined together by AND. Each condition must be wrapped in parentheses. You can also use media queries inside a style sheet. You wrap style rules for specific conditions in an @media block like this. This is the technique used in Dreamweaver's fluid grid layouts. In this example, elements with the class hide_tablet are not displayed if the page is wider than 480 pixels. Media queries support the concept of one web rather than separate ones for mobile and desktop. They allow you to serve the same HTML to all devices, but offer styles optimized for different screen sizes and resolutions. They're supported by all the latest browsers, including Internet Explorer since IE9. But for the benefit of older browsers, you should always serve a set of basic styles to all browsers, and use media queries to fine-tune the styles you deliver to devices that understand them.